Hey everybody, welcome to the POS Podcast. This is episode 116. Hirosashi is going to be a bit late, but he'll be joining in a little bit. Other than him, Jax, Saber, and Tom are here. How have you guys been past couple weeks?
Well, I'm doing well.
Yeah, how about you? How have you been?
Yeah, how have you been?
All right, I guess.
That's good.
Fascinating.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I've been playing some
Final
stuff.
Fantasy.
Yeah, I'll talk about that later. But yeah, just been staying inside, I guess.
Yeah.
Which
What's
is
it like
too
inside?
different. What?
What's it like inside? You having fun inside?
I mean, yeah. I mean, is this room is where I
What's
spend
your-
most of the
Are you
night.
playing with your action figures finally?
What is your favorite part of your room?
Yeah.
Oh, probably this part over here. I can show you, since I put my webcam on here.
He's
Is
actually
that
answering the
part over
question.
there?
Oh,
Have
look
all
at
my
that.
stuff.
You got a Zelda over there in the corner on the poster.
What?
Yeah, the blonde chick, and then
No, that's
Zelda.
Samus.
You got Rob the Robot. You got, and that's a Mudkip. That's cool. You get some cool stuff.
That's a Whooper.
Yo, you got a freaking Digimon, dude? That's awesome.
That's pretty great, dude.
Yeah, man. Oh, yo, is that one of those Yu-Gi-Oh monsters? Fuck, bro. God, man. It's raw as fuck, dude.
Dude, I love Temtem.
What have you guys been doing now?
Your mom.
Oh. Kick him.
Just joking. Social distancing.
Canceled. Right before a million, canceled. Everyone just
Yeah, Saber's
Saber's
about to hit 1 million subscribers.
Yeah. He says one wrong thing and it all just starts dripping down. Just
Yeah.
like
See, the
We
problem
got
is
another pro Jared on our hands.
once Saber hits 1 million subscribers, he's like contractually obligated to not be our friends anymore. He can't associate with the riffraff. So
just like Gabe. Yeah.
You.
the last few times you're going to see him on the podcast before he's no longer a person, he's going to get his island next to Mark Zuckerberg. Yeah, it's just
I
how
can't
it
wait
works.
to grill some meats and buy some island away from the natives. I can't wait.
Yeah. You also have to have a really weird haircut. It's just mandatory, you know?
There's that one guy who's like, I believe he owns the Oakland Raiders or something like that. He's a billionaire, and he's got this haircut where like it's literally just like a bowl cut, like right like this. It's awful. It is the worst haircut I've ever seen.
What is it, like a reverse, like medieval monk haircut instead of like a
Reverse
circle
medieval
shaved
monk.
out, it's just a circle?
Absolutely, that's it. And like it's not even like well done. It's like zing, like there's no fashion to it whatsoever. There's no style. It's just yank.
He's just
And-
like, I refuse to spend $15 on a barber, so he just like takes a fucking razor, just like
Well,
Good enough.
That's
He's-
I think
he's rocking the Morty haircut from Rick and Morty.
what gets me is like it's like this guy is one of the most powerful men in the world, and I think he knows that he's so powerful that it's like, go ahead, talk about my hair. I still have $20 billion. It's like,
He's just giving people ammo to like insult him, so he can just have fun killing them and knowing that he can just get away with it. He's like, what are you gonna do? I'm a billionaire. Like, the laws don't apply to me anymore. I can kill you. It doesn't matter. Insult my hair, I'll shoot you, like in front of the police, and then I'll just give them a check for like $5,000 and they'll just look the other way.
I'm gonna post it, by the way, in the chat or in the Discord chat here what he looks like. That's him.
Who? What now?
Mark Davis is his name. Yeah,
I see. Oh God, that's a terrible haircut.
That is a serial killer haircut. He looks like that. Tom, you know who he looks like? He looks like the fucking child killer from Spawn. Remember that
God.
shit? Yeah, he
You're
does.
right.
Yeah, he does. He looks like fucking Billy Kincaid.
That's,
Oh, yeah.
That's what would happen to Billy Kincaid in the real world. He would become a billionaire because he'd be so sheltered by his rich family.
Oh yeah, that's true. Fucking disgusting.
Telling you guys, hashtag heads on pikes. It's time to take these guys
Yeah.
out.
Heck, something.
All
Bane
right.
was right.
Anything else you guys want to talk about that you've been doing, or?
I got all my work done for everything I need to do in May last week, and it was tiring as fuck because
Oh
I
yeah,
filmed
dude. Well done.
5 fucking workout DVDs in one day. So they were like 20 minutes each, and it was tiring. And I got to eat a lot, but I'm still sore, so that's good.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Working on videos. Trying to get a bit more creative with my cast iron with cooking. Made a pizza casserole last night. That was pretty fun.
That's kind of cool.
Cool.
And it was keto. I did do crushed tomatoes, which had a little bit of sugar in it, but not like a ton. But yeah, it was tasty. You can tell that this is like peak old person quarantine life, where I'm like, can't wait to cook in my cast iron grill. And I'm even like taking up things. Last night, I was so bored. I was sitting in my kitchen. And I was like, I should buy a puzzle.
Oh God.
Okay, but Saber, really? Same. I did buy a puzzle because I was fucking bored.
Yeah,
Yeah, I honestly did. I just got a freaking puzzle of some random anime that was on Amazon because I was like, I'm bored. I know. I was just like, no.
There, with a cup of tea, making a puzzle.
Yeah. No, I knew I was bad because I was, you know, those things on the door, those little spring things. Like I was playing with that for like an hour. Those
Oh,
things,
yeah.
little.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, those things. Because I was just like playing with that for like an hour.
Dude, every guy ever who has flung one of those they go, that's what my boner would sound like. Doing.
Yeah, it moves that fast like a fan.
Well, we've learned a lot today.
Tom, don't lie to me. You've done it.
Yeah, Tom.
I've not done it.
You never helicoptered the thing on the wall?
I didn't say that.
We're having two very different conversations. All
You didn't
right.
fuck
cool.
your door, Tom?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everybody's done that.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody's fucked your door.
Yeah, my door specifically.
Oh my god.
It's a revolving door, you know.
Oh my god.
Oh, man. Your door is a slut.
Yeah,
Oh, wow. So it goes inside out.
yeah.
Oh,
All right.
terrible.
Demonetized.
Yeah.
Oh, did you see that, Jax? You posted that list of words that can get automatically demonetized. And
Yeah.
there are some things on there that were pretty wacky.
Oh yeah, like Barack Obama and fucking the name Audrey and stupid shit. This is like ridiculous.
North Carolina was on there.
Yeah.
Shane Dawson, YouTube poop. That was the biggest one that hurt. Like that, I was like, you can't do that to
It's
YouTube.
dirty. Can you wait? Did you say you could post poop though? Because you can make separate tags. YouTube
I don't know.
poop.
I mean, they'll probably just do YTP at this point, but still.
Yeah, seriously.
There's only one way to find out. We got to do the research.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
boring. Tom.
Though the podcast is never like monetized after it goes up because I put it on the separate channel. Like even with if we say all these words, like it.
Okay,
it's
shit, piss, fuck. cunt.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
There we go.
Yeah,
Now
the
it's fine.
podcast, like the monetary thing that comes from the podcast are super chats and stuff. And they're very appreciated now because CPM is crap at the moment.
Yeah, dude. CPM him up. So everyone who does that, less closing, I'll take off. So it doesn't matter. So Edit Man. Congrats. You get the first episode.
But yeah, on the second half of the show, we'll read super chats and also questions on Twitter for the Q&A section of the podcast. But yeah, I guess we'll move on to the first topic, and it's about a movie that is making history. Trolls World Tour.
You mean Trolls 2?
Yes, Trolls 2.
Inferior Trolls 2 that doesn't have a Nilbogger goblin. Do you want some Joshua?
Well, who's seen it?
What? I haven't seen the first one.
Okay. Well, Palo, you
Yeah,
watched it. I
you wouldn't
watched
really
it.
need to see the first one to watch the second one. Like, they're
True.
barely connected.
Actually, yeah,
Mm.
right.
Yeah.
The only thing I saw from the first one was when like that troll was running through places like warning of like these things that were going to eat them, and then he went to a funeral and knocked over like a corpse, and it was like, yeah, I was like, what the fuck, is this a kid's movie? I was just like, it's just like, is this a kid's movie?
But is it good?
I enjoyed it, surprisingly. It's a jukebox musical like the first one, though it has a much more variety in the music, since it's going through these different genres of the different, I guess, sections of the Troll Kingdom. There's the trolls that you followed in the first movie were pop trolls, apparently. And there's rock trolls, there are classical trolls, funk trolls, techno trolls, and country trolls. And there's a bunch of other trolls in between.
Were the rock trolls made of rocks?
No.
Oh,
but they were all gray, pretty much. And like their environment. One thing about this movie is I think it's one of the best looking DreamWorks movies because everything is made out of some kind of arts and crafts, and the textures like look really, really good, and they get really creative with it.
I love the concept. I love the concept of like, these different genres of music make up different cultures and different kingdoms, and I thought that was neat. And since we all know that music's can be very defined in its style, it works well with like how it reflects onto the trolls in their kingdom. Yeah, and the way they dress, the way they act, it was good. I told you this, Paley. I was like, I wish there was more Scott Pilgrim like battles though, where it's rock and roll like playing against like the funk trolls or whatever. They kind of hinted at it a little bit, but they never like go full on with it.
Yeah, there's like this dance battle that happens between get this K-pop trolls and reggaeton trolls.
Wait, so hold on. Are the reggaeton like man like black? Are they all black boys or are they like?
Well, reggaeton is different from reggae apparently. Okay. Because, like, with reggaeton, they were speaking, like, some other language. I think it was Spanish or Portuguese. So I'm, like... I'm not sure where reggaeton, like, originates from. Because I know reggae is, like, the Caribbean.
Yeah, exactly.
But reggaeton is slightly different than that.
Okay. And were the K-pop trolls, like, Asian?
Oh, yeah, they had, like... they had, like, this crazy hair. It was like, that is, like, some Asian, like, hairdo.
Or some anime hair or something.
Yeah, they had glossy bodies too. Their clothes.
Yeah, they wore like these latex suits. It was weird.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna look this up while you talk about it.
You got the
K-pop
smooth jazz, like sexy, like flute. No.
Yeah, he's playing like on a clarinet or something.
And then there's the what were the other ones, Paleo? The fourth group of assassins.
Yodelers.
Yodelers. Yeah. No, the fourth group of assassin yodelers, so deadly. Okay.
I think it was fun. It wasn't like, oh wow, blows my mind with how deep it is, or its stories and characters are particularly like insane or like contemplative or compelling or whatever. But still, like the visuals are fun and there's a little fun pace to it. I liked it.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people saying like, "Oh wow, Trolls World Tour is about white nationalism." I was like, "What?"
Where are people getting this shit?
But it kind of makes sense because, like, it's the rock trolls trying to make everyone think the way that they think.
It's not that fucking Jesus Christ. Someone said, I saw on Twitter, someone's like, "Beastars is Nazi propaganda." I'm like, what?
Yeah,
fuck.
People just are bored and they want to start more stuff.
Yeah, you're right, Jack. Yeah. You're absolutely right. You're right.
This is just...
And one of the bits of logic for that comment was because Nazis watch Beastars. And I'm like...
Yeah,
what?
The whole white nationalism comment is, like, different in that it's talking about, it's showing that trying to make people think exactly the same as you is not is not the way to go. Because like all these different cultures of the trolls, they have different have different tastes. They have different ideas in what is good music. So
I can see that, but like calling it nationalism is a bit extreme.
Yeah, I compared it more to like the Crusades, with like they're like, no, you got to think like this. But it's
so like. Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead. I'll wait for you to finish your point.
No, I was gonna say it's a lot of fun though. I enjoyed it.
Okay, so is it? I mean, no, never mind. Is the rock trolls and stuff like that? Are they like? Why are they? Why did they decide out of nowhere? Like, oh, we're gonna do this. Like, was there a thing that showed like, oh, okay, we're gonna do this because blah blah, or is it just like, oh, fuck it, we just want to do this shit right now?
Oh, do we want to hit spoiler territory?
Oh, is that like? Never mind. Then if it's a spoiler or something like that.
Because there is some other stuff with that. Because like they have like these 6 strings, that are like the Infinity Stones. Like each one represents the each culture.
So like rock, rap,
yeah,
K-pop.
Because the 6 main ones are pop, rock, classical, funk, country, and techno. Those are like the 6 main ones.
What about dubstep? Oh wait, no one cares.
There is a pretty funny comment that was made about like the map is like, oh look, disco's still on it. This is outdated.
They crossed it off. They're like, oh, that
Yeah.
country's not there anymore. Yeah, for what it's worth, I thought that was fun. Again, it's not like, oh wow, this is like the upper echelon of animation. It's like, no, it's good. And the visuals are fun.
Yeah, cool.
But let's talk about the big thing about this movie. It's a movie that came out that was meant to be for theaters that came out digitally to rent on the date that it was supposed to come out in theaters.
But don't all movies come to theater? I mean, no,
Yeah, they come. The thing is, like, it's came out to rent, not to purchase.
Damn.
Yeah, to rent for
So
like
you-
48 hours.
So you can rent it for 48 hours, but you can't buy it.
Right, you can't buy it.
But hypothetically, could you just like anamorph it and just keep renting it over and over again or something?
You could, though
Maybe
that
that'd be
would
wasting
be
money,
a
but
lot
yeah.
of money.
Yeah.
Stream,
'cause-
rent it, open up OBS, screen.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
Stop! Don't let them know. Damn it.
It's too late. I already have it up on my alt YouTube account.
Oh, do you see how somebody uploaded the entirety of Akira and the video is titled "Not Akira" or something like
Yeah,
that?
it's like totally not Akira slime tutorial or something.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty funny.
Yeah, but with Trolls World Tour, apparently we got some headlines about it today, in that it's the best opening for a digital release ever.
Isn't
Yeah.
it like the only one?
Yes.
Like the
Like,
main
I mean,
digital
as
one.
far as like even for digital releases in general, ones that aren't rented or whatever, because they said it did better than like their previous one, which was like
we're
Jurassic
all
World: Fallen
trapped at
Kingdom.
home. We're
Yeah,
all
exactly.
bored.
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how like the highest grossing movie is probably going to be Sonic this year?
Yeah, well, it's Bad Boys for Life at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, go. Bad Boys.
Sonic
for
is
Life
second.
good.
Dude, I wish
Okay.
it was Sonic. That would just put the icing on the cake. By the way, so Paleo, highest digital sell. It's awesome, but does it make up for the cost of the movie?
I have
Like,
no
is this
idea
profit?
because we don't know the numbers.
All right, interesting.
Damn. Well,
Because
Go check it
I noticed because I was editing your quick vid, and you mentioned that families are going to save money doing this, because if they were to go to the theater, they have to pay for every person going to the theater rather than just paying just the one time and watching it however many times they want over the next 2 days. I'm not sure how many people are going to do that. People who are more savvy with how to get around things, like us, will be like, "Oh yeah, we're not paying that."
I'll
But
tell
for
you
the
this,
average
though.
consumer, I don't know.
If I was in charge of marketing for Trolls World Tour, I'd be like, we've got to hit the ground hard with like, this is a online viewing party. This is so cool. This is trendy. This is the newest thing. No one's been done this before. But like, I feel like after that, there's going to be.
Are there?
no,
other
it's just like
movies?
it's like the thing about it is like, all right, just by putting it online to rent. Like with all us tech savvy people, it's just like, okay, you did your thing. They're gonna be like, you're still gonna make a good chunk of money, but then there's people who are just like, okay, well, I know how to get this. All right, so
Yeah.
let me put it here on this side and blah blah blah. And it's just like that's the rough part about it. It's just like
That's fortunately for them, not their main demographic.
yeah,
Right.
true.
Especially for a kids movie, like parents just want to throw something on to shut the kids up because they're trapped at home with them all day.
Exactly. They're like, I guess $20, that's worth it. Whatever, put it on.
Yeah.
I mean, what they should do, if they're not doing it already, is you should have a 48-hour to watch it. But as soon as you've watched it once, it expires. And if you need to put it on again, you got to buy it again.
That's evil, Tom. Why don't you?
Yeah,
work
it's
it out?
genius, Tom. That's diabolical. I
You
love it.
talk about
I like the way this
capitalism
man
being bad,
thinks.
but my friend, you know how it works.
That's why I know it's bad.
That's genius, Tom. I like the way you think I'm going to hire you for something.
Okay.
That's good. No.
If only I could think of ways to market my own shit that evilly, but unfortunately,
I will help you. We'll be a
content's my
symbiote
blind
relationship,
all
Tommy.
right.
Okay.
All right. You're Eddie Brock, and I'll be the evil symbiote.
Yes. Yes.
Tom can lead others to a treasure he cannot have.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the guy from Infinity War.
Yeah, I'm fucking
Red Skull.
I am a Nazi. Confirmed.
No.
Don't click that. God damn it.
Oh my God, you're Hugo Weaving? Awesome, dude.
You mean replacement Hugo Weaving who wouldn't come back for that movie? What a bummer. I can't believe he wouldn't come back for that.
So yeah, it'll be interesting if other studios decide to do this or not, because most other studios are just delaying their movies. I think another thing that Saber mentioned in his quick vid that'll be out tomorrow is that DreamWorks needed this movie out because there's so much merchandise that they have that they need to sell now.
Right. Well, okay. Are there any other movies right now planned to do this release?
Not at
Like
the
a
moment.
digital rent? Because I feel like if it does well, like we'll know if it does well if other studios start doing it, because everyone's trend chasing in the industry.
Yeah.
So if it works,
Because at the moment, I can't think of any other major movie that is planning on doing this. Most of them are just delaying.
right.
Yeah.
I feel like if it does well, though, like it's gonna open Pandora's box, and theaters are just gonna be like, well, fuck, because like this saves the studios a ton of money, right? Because like if they're going direct to consumer, they skip the entire theater kind of middleman bloat that they probably have to do.
Yeah, I'm wondering how much they make with that, because I'm not sure how much of a cut that these sites that are allowing people to rent it get, because you can rent it on like Amazon Prime, on like Vudu, on YouTube. So I'm not sure how much of a cut they're getting compared to the theaters.
My nightmare scenario is I can see this format working pretty well. Other studios start doing it, and then once it becomes a thing, DreamWorks is like, well, why don't we just have our own movie streaming service? We'll have our own, DreamWorksTheater.com.
Yeah, well, Universal is already doing their Peacock service.
So in addition to like TV streaming services, we're also going to have movie theater streaming services, and regular movie theaters will die. And then we'll tell our grandkids, I remember when I had to walk uphill both ways to go see the movie.
Yeah. I remember when you could make a seat.
Yeah, because that's another thing I wanted to bring up for our next topic, which is about movie theaters in general.
AMC.
Yeah, but yeah, AMC. They're about to go bankrupt.
That's what you get for selling fucking $20 popcorn, bitch. All right, every time you do it. All right. Damn, but that's ridiculous.
I wish I cared, but I just don't.
Yeah, they're going bankrupt. They're like, why exactly are they going bankrupt? Just because no one's going and to buy their expensive snack?
They are not they don't run themselves very good. They've already been like in the red prior to this economic disaster we're going through. So this is almost like icing on the cake. Their stock is, let me see here,
gone. They're no longer publicly traded.
Actually, hold on.
Is it?
No.
Oh.
It's there. It's $2.08 a share.
Wow.
So
Down from what?
it was back in October of 2019 at a high point of almost $10. It's never been massive. It's never been a
80% loss.
I stand wrong. Back in 2017 in November, it was worth 35. So it is just dropped hard. What happened in 2017 August? What did they do? Something happened. All right, I digress. They're not a good company. And Jim mentioned during his podcast that there could be the prospect of like Amazon buying them up and just putting movies up themselves.
God, do we need Amazon to be bigger?
No, you do not.
And yet, it's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Insanity. Well, theaters. Oh well, we got streaming.
We have Pirate Bay.
Yeah, we got Pirate Bay. We got our special sites. We got everything. But do your right thing, kids. Because we're role models, apparently. All right,
Support
so you gotta say it,
capitalism. The stock market won't
Yes.
save itself.
dude.
Consume product, clap, and wait for next product.
Yes. You joke, but yes.
I mean, that's the business model, is it not?
It is. No, it is. It's just like you joke, freaking it. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it's gonna be a weird year.
Yeah, it is.
It's gonna be a weird decade. It already started
off
off
to a great
so strange.
You're right.
Speaking about more movie news, Disney just today announced that Soul and Raya the Last Dragon, Soul from Pixar, Raya the Last Dragon being from Walt Disney Animation Studios, have been delayed to exactly where I thought they would be delayed to. Soul has been delayed to November, taking the place of what Raya would have released as, and Raya is going to be releasing in March next year.
Right.
So,
Damn.
Those are two movies that Disney, like, they can't take a risk on because like they're two big animated movies for them.
Yeah, they put a lot of time and effort in
Yeah.
those. So
Because
That's
I'm not
crazy.
sure how Onward did after it released digitally before it
I heard-
went on Disney Plus.
I heard it was sort of meh from various channels I was watching. Wasn't doing that well, but I don't know. I haven't watched it yet. But like, it's just
Yeah.
a movie. It's on Disney Plus right now, right?
Yeah.
I just know. Sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go watch that after the. God, there's so many Pixar films I still need to watch. Ugh.
Another thing that happened today.
Yeah.
Bob Iger is CEO again.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
What happened? What
Are
caused
you
that?
sure
Did
that's
he-
confirmed 100% paleo?
yeah, like is that 100%? Like did he just like say, you know what, fuck it, this COVID shit's nonsense. Well, let me be it.
Yeah, because I saw film Twitter talking about it and how, like, every time Bob Iger wants to retire, he just goes back up.
Mm,
Mm,
I'm sorry.
yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I
just
mean,
like-
he probably did.
I mean, you can.
I just want to be the most powerful man in the world again. I just have to.
I mean, yeah, he's not that
I
old.
see. I see articles saying that he's effectively running it again. So I just haven't seen like that big. You think Disney would have a big PR push going? He's back, baby, and then look at the stock market and be like, please go up, please go up, please go up.
Yeah,
Oh. Damn.
because I mean, I kept seeing articles saying that he is back on the CEO position.
Yeah, now I'm seeing more. They're saying he is. So yeah, you know what?
Yeah.
Well, good on him, I guess, for going back then.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Bob Iger, CEO of Disney again.
Good. Bring us more cartoons. More stuff.
So
Mm.
other news from Disney.
Yes.
Uh,
DuckTales season 3.
we could talk about that a little bit, but
Yes.
because yeah, that has been really great so far.
It's been great. DuckTales is
Yeah.
better than most anime people. That's coming from me. So it's valid. I read manga. I'm above y'all. You know that. That's terrible.
Preach. You're right. I'm up there on the fucking cliff side with you, staring down at the
Infant. What was that episode of Digimon with Digimon Adventure Season 2? And Ken's just looking out the window like insects. He just walks away.
Insects.
We gotta get a GIF edit of us of like you walking on the sidewalk, and then there's like Paleo's face on the dog, and Ken
Yeah.
just
Just kick it. It's just like
Oh my god.
Yes. Oh god. That's terrible.
yeah.
Oh.
Wow. But yeah, other Disney news. You ready for more remakes?
And if it's like DuckTales, then yes.
Are you ready
Live
for
action remakes.
Robin Hood live action remake?
What do you mean live action? Okay,
Yeah.
you mean like Babe live action?
I don't understand why they're doing it.
Yeah, why the
'Cause,
fuck
like-
would you make animals? What the fuck?
Money.
No, but like
Isn't-
it's very different from the other remakes they've been doing because
They
like
saw
Robin Hood
cats.
is anthropomorphic animals.
They saw cats and were like, yes, that's it. That's it. They cracked the code.
You got to keep the buttholes on these ones.
Yeah.
Like, look, we know what this movie started. We know what the actual demo wants to see. All right, this started all the furries. We know what they want. They want buttholes. So let's give
But
it to them.
realistic anthro animals?
Wait, so is it gonna be like Narnia animals? Like Narnia animals talking? Like you like the
We
freaking
don't know.
mouse?
We don't. know.
Okay, whatever. I mean, honestly, that's one of those interesting concepts because it's like they're going to be more emotive than freaking Lion King because like that was like supposed to be.
Well, they have to be.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it's going to be, but the thing is, this is going to be on a budget because this is for Disney Plus. This isn't a theatrical release.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah.
So, wait, how was that Lady and the Tramp movie then that Disney and the Plus did? Was
It's
that
all right.
Okay? So your face says it all.
Like I like it a bit more than the other live action remakes, just because it's just a bit more developed. I think.
Okay.
As far as the story, some story aspects in it.
Okay.
Because Lady and the Tramp is a much older movie, and I don't know. I just enjoyed it a bit more.
Mm-hmm. Okay. No, that's good to say.
But for Robin Hood, like they can like improve the story a bit. It's just gonna look weird.
Yeah, it'll be much better than that Russell Crowe one that came out in like 2010. Like seriously, what the fuck? Yeah, that one
We
was
had
terrible.
a Robin Hood movie recently in 2018.
Well, oh yeah, the fucking where they tried to make him like an Avenger.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that was stupid with the guy from Kingsman. Yeah, that was a dumb movie. That was a stupid. I mean, last.
I just don't know why. Like, they should have just remade it in the same way Zootopia looks, because that would have looked really.
Oh, that'd
good.
be. Oh,
I mean, yeah, that would make
that
the
would
most
be amazing.
sense. But that would take like time and effort and skill, and
And
they
you can
don't
have, like-
that anymore.
They can
freaking,
even use the same models.
Oh, so they would actually be the. Wait, were they the side?
Because like
Were they-
with Robin Hood in the 70s, they used a lot of the model sheets that they had from Jungle
For
Book.
Jungle
Like
Book.
a lot of the animals looked very similar to the way they did in the Jungle Book.
Yeah, because remember, like those old movies, they would always like play like the same animatic of a certain thing. Like when Blue's eyes are like, and he's like
Yeah,
spazzing out. It's the same as Little John's, he's
Yeah.
dancing. So it's just like, yeah. What about the last good Robin Hood movie I saw was the one that Robin Hood Men in Tights. That was a good movie. Or does Shrek count as Robin? No, it doesn't because he was in it, but it doesn't count. So. Yeah. Well, that's going to be interesting because it's like, what the? I'm really curious. Like, first off, are like the animals going to be like human-sized, BoJack-sized animals all talking to each
I don't
other, or
know.
are they going to be like the actual?
Because I
animal,
don't
like
know
Zootopia?
what it's going to look like, because I'm not sure if they're going to render sets or if they're going to actually shoot on real sets. Because since this is on a more of a budget, since it's for Disney Plus rather than theaters,
Mhm.
like I'm not sure how
Just
good it's
make
going to
it
look.
An animated movie.
I know,
Oh my
just make a
God.
CG remake,
Please.
like
Or-
a CG stylized remake, like Zootopia.
What, dude? That would be so awesome if
Just
like
make
for
another
the
Zootopia
2020s.
movie.
Yeah, Race
No,
would love
we
that.
can't give that to Race.
Oh, yeah, we give him.
We'll
TV
make a
series.
Zootopia 2 not focused on Judy and Nick.
Oh god, he would be so. Make it like an anthology series of just like, oh, they have nothing to do with the sequel. Like,
Yeah.
Oh my god, could you imagine?
That'd be great. Just focus on like a completely different section of the city.
What? Just crazy.
Like Judy and Nick nowhere to be found.
Like the only thing you would do is like you see like a picture of them on the wall, but it's just like they're in the past now. Like, oh no, it's like 100 years later. It's 100 years later. Some crap.
It's gotta be.
It's a movie all about like an anti-police brutality message. So like Nick and Judy are the bad guys, and like they, the main characters just hate the fucking cops. They're just terrible. You know, in this highly politicized world we all live in now.
It's Antifa reptiles and amphibians trying to
right. And then Nick's all like hashtag Blue Lives Matter, and it's just like, oh boy.
Amphibians.
Amphibians coming in.
And it starts off where we're at Nick and Judy's funeral.
Yeah, do that. Oh my god. Could you imagine
died in the line of battle?
It's the bourgeois land dwellers versus the proletariat water life, and the amphibians are the ones who are on both sides, and they can see how oppressed everyone living in the ocean is, and so they rise up.
Yeah, the fucking fish are like, why are they eating us? All right, we should be the top of the food chain. And then they like turn into street sharks or something, and they get on land and they there you go.
Still a better idea than a live action Robin Hood.
Oh god.
Bob Iger, you listening? You're back on top.
I honestly want to ask Grace how he would feel, because like that's how I felt with fucking Digimon Tamers at first, where it's just like, who the fuck are these kids? Where are my babies? It's just like
exactly what Race would do.
Okay.
All right, pretend I'm Race. Asking the question.
Okay. All right. So Race, if Zootopia was like 100 years after Zootopia 2 was 100 years after Zootopia, would you still enjoy the film knowing that Nick and Judy aren't in it?
No. no, I'm sorry. No, he did it weird.
No, you got to do the head tilt. Jax. Okay, let me tell you something.
No, he do that. No. Like that answer. Where he's trying to show like distaste for it all. Oh, Race. Nah, I would be very surprised if they didn't go back to Nick and Judy, because those characters had great chemistry and merch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
So, was there anything else we were going to talk about?
DuckTales.
As far as like movies, we could talk a little bit about DuckTales if you want to.
Yeah,
since season 3 just came out. Yeah, so DuckTales. Tom, have you seen any of DuckTales?
I've seen like the first 6 episodes.
Oh, bro,
okay.
You need to keep watching.
Yeah, it gets really good.
Okay, I'm going to go on.
That's what I keep hearing.
I'm not going to spoil anything, but I'm just going to say like the writing in this show is so good. The dialogue between the characters, the fact that like all of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, I can actually tell them apart. Like for years, I would just say like, oh, the 3 ones. Like I had no idea how to tell them apart from each other. And it was just like, they all have such distinct personalities. Like I love the updated animation that they've done. I love the updated story. I like that they're bringing back all these people from like past like Disney afternoon shows. Like it's amazing.
Even like new characters are really fun. Like Mark Biggs as a villain.
Yeah, Mark Biggs.
Mark Zuckerberg is a villain. It's great.
Yeah, with more personality. So it's just like, it's like, no, it's just a fantastic show. I highly recommend. Like, it's one of those shows where I just like, after I watched through all of it, like it'll make you laugh. There are scenes that'll go like, oh fuck my heart, and then there are scenes where it's just like, it's just amazing, like the way they're going about adding stuff in. Like there's a bunch of stuff for like all the people out there, like nostalgic wise, they're like, oh snap, that's that. Oh, I know that thing. Oh, I know that. So it's like stuff like that. It's just amazing. But first, someone asked earlier in the chat, like if it's better than the OG. Yes, it is better than the original DuckTales. Like, because the thing is, like, I watched the original DuckTales now because as a kid I watched it, but I just never was super into it. This one I'm super invested in, and then like I went back and watched it, and then there are like some shows where you have like nostalgia goggles, and it's just like, oh yeah, I love watching this, but then like if you take them off, it's like, okay, what the hell was that? Like, you know, some shows have that, like what is it? Mighty Ducks. Mighty Ducks has that where it's just like, oh, as a kid, I love that show. You watch it as dope. What the fuck is this? And then like you go like, oh, I'm gonna put my nostalgia goggles on and watch like Gargoyles, and like, oh shit, let me take them off. Oh my god, this show is still great. So it's like, it's actually legitimately good. Like with the old DuckTales, it's just very dated, and it's still fun. Like there's a bunch of stuff in it like that. Like it's the same distance. Like that's still hilarious to me. Yeah, it's just like, that's great. But yeah, new one. Definitely check it out.
Yeah. Like with this 3rd season, because they've been sort of focusing on different characters like throughout each of the episodes, and with the 1st season, a lot of the episodes were focused on Dewey as a character.
Yeah.
The 2nd season was more about Louie. So this 3rd season, when it starts out, is like, oh, this is going to be more about Huey. with this season.
Yeah, he
So,
was the center of
and,
2 episodes.
The main 3 kid characters are very well developed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's so like it's Tom. It's like there is some stuff, Tom, that I really want to see you like just experience firsthand. Like when you see it, because like there are a number of episodes where I was just like, oh shit, oh they doing like. So I just want to hear you get all your passionate freakouts on there. So it's just like you have to keep.
I have
watching.
all the time in the world now, so I suppose I can get off my fat ass and actually do that. So I still have like 6 days before Final Fantasy VII Remake shows.
Yeah, dude. I feel you there.
Yeah, yeah. The 3rd season, I've been really liking the episodes so far, especially the 2nd episode. It's so great. It gets so weird.
Amazing.
It gets so weird and meta. I love it. Like I love episodes like that.
Mm-hmm. Completely agree.
But Tom, you mentioned Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah,
and
I did.
I have been playing that for the past few days because I went to go pick it up on Friday from Best Buy, and
nice.
Which the way I picked it up is that they have you sign into your
with
phone.
Gloves on.
What?
You picked it up with gloves on because you know.
Yeah. Well, what I did is I just rolled down my window on my passenger's side,
and they just threw it at you from 6 feet away.
Threw it at me. But yeah, I just showed them my ID, and then they got my order and just put it in the seat there. Cool. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Remake. I recently played through the original earlier this year, in February, I think. Because it was the only Final Fantasy before I started playing through all of them that I had any experience with, because my friend in middle school was a huge Final Fantasy fan, and he had me play a bit of Final Fantasy VII, but I only got past like the first disc. So it's the only one I really had any nostalgia for. Like a lot of people, because like for a lot of people it was their first RPG.
Right. So okay, what has your general impressions been as someone who played the first one recently and jumped into the remake? Because my friends like Nate and Ben on the other podcast I do, they're huge Final Fantasy buffs, like Final Fantasy VII guys, and they are very conflicted and have lots of strong hatred towards the remake for changing things. And they're like super purists, so every change that the remake has done, they've pretty much been vehemently against, and they're just like, this is the worst. Nomura is garbage. He's ruined everything.
Yeah, I haven't run into any of those changes yet that people are so called furious about, because like
they were saying that there's like a new character that gets introduced. That's not
there's a lot of new characters,
and he's like a full Nomura. Just like everything bad about Nomura's work is in this guy, and he's like. The game, I guess, goes full Advent Children and goes crazy and fucked up and weird and goes off the rails, and the writing gets really bad. And I'm just like, I don't know. Because, like, I have Final Fantasy VII. I've owned it for, like, 3 years. But I've purposely not played it because I want to be the one guy in the world who plays Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of people that are playing it, like, that have never played it.
Yeah, but I'm the one person whose opinion will matter because I'm better. Because I read manga, you know?
Yeah, superior race.
Yeah,
I want to see how that goes. But it's very interesting to hear, like, the different takes. So another one of my friends, he's like, this is the best thing ever made. It's my game of the decade. I don't care. Final Fantasy VII was always stupid, but it's good anyways. And so making it more stupid,
that's the thing.
Care.
People forget how, like, crazy the story is. Like,
right.
So just adding more crazy stuff, like, it just fits. Like, a lot of people forget how the weirder, more, like, eccentric scenes that happen, and they make them even more eccentric. Like, I just got to the Honeybee End part, which is, like, really great. So, and one thing I really love about the remake is that they develop the characters a lot more than in the original, and that's something I think you'll like a lot, because like the characters are really endearing. There's a reason that people fell in love with Final Fantasy VII is because the characters they're good.
My game I want to play, because I'm probably going to stream it over on IM Games when it comes in, is I want to just like figure out. I want to play guess the remake bits. I want to like go through and be like, okay, I think as someone with no context, this is a remake thing, and this was part of the original. Because from what I can tell, like if you really know the game, like even the writing style and stuff is much different in the stuff they've added.
Yeah, it is, so because like the original translation on the original PS1 is not the best translation apparently. I'm not sure how many people are going to compare it to that.
So is it Eris or Aerith in the remake? Oh, I know a lot of people that's pissing off then.
Yeah. But the thing is, I think they made a mistake in calling it a remake because it's not really. It's
a reboot.
It's more of a reimagining of this story.
It's like, hey guys, we sold a full price game and it's only like the first 10th of Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, more like the first fourth, I would say. I think Midgar's like the first fourth of the game. Like the major like big story points, that is.
Because the other guys I was talking to said it was only like the first 10th of the storyline. And I was like, really? The first 10th and that's it? Like, are we going to get like, I can't wait for like the PS6 where we get Final Fantasy VII collection on like 10, 4K
I'm hoping that it
Blu-rays.
will, that since they have the engine and the battle system figured out now, that they'll, get this, these parts out a bit quicker.
I mean, I would love to give Square Enix credit, but they've done nothing.
Yeah.
Ever. To deserve any benefit of the doubt. So I'm expecting
I'll give them until 2023. If it's not out by then yeah, they've screwed up.
Yeah, one of the things we were saying is just like they could just like release this Midgar disc and be like,
yeah, we released it.
We made our money. Like let's go home, guys. We're done.
But yeah, the story bits and the writing and everything, like the way the character interactions happen throughout the game, especially between like Cloud and Aerith when they first meet and they get to know each other, it's really good. As far as like other aspects of the game, it does have a lot of faults because the biggest thing holding this game back is the hardware it's on.
Right.
There's so much texture pop in.
The digital found broke all that down. I was like, whoa, holy shit. Yeah, I mean, this is a late PS4 game.
Yeah,
and it's just like it's a streaming thing. That's why you got to watch that PS5 video where they talk about that 820 something gigabyte SSD. All those problems go away.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping happens with the PS5 and with the PC release next year. Because with the PS5, they'll probably like add some kind of patch that you download. When you play it on the PS5 with PC, like it's gonna look great because apparently with the last trailer that they released for Final Fantasy VII Remake, at the bottom it says gameplay captured on PC. It was like, oh, okay, so they have that ready to go next year.
Yeah, I almost just waited for the PC release because again, PC Master Race for the win. But I want to strike while the iron's hot, I guess. The people want to know. Yeah, and
as far as the battle system goes, it's surprisingly deep with how many different things you can do in battle. Because it's sort of a hybrid of an action RPG and a turn-based RPG. Though you can add shortcuts to make combat flow a bit smoother.
You know what it kind of reminded me of? Kind of reminded me of like a Melee Mass Effect, because Mass Effect 2 and 3 had a very similar thing where it was real time, but you could pause everything and pick stuff from menus and command your party to do stuff.
Yeah,
it's very similar to that.
And that's a thing with that where you do have to really pay attention to your HP when it's when somebody is dying, and there's the materia system, like from the original, you add to your weapons and your armor. That allow you to do different abilities or spells. And there's a ton of different combinations you can do with those. And the limit breaks are pretty fun. And yeah, it's a really fun system. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. So there was this Kotaku article that came out saying like Final Fantasy VII's easy mode is too easy. And I was like, well, no shit, don't play it on easy.
It's right in the title, dude.
Yeah. Like, because I've been playing on a normal, and I've had some fights that are pretty challenging. Like, to get some of the summons, like, you have to really pay attention to, enemy movement and behavior to, like, avoid attacks. And when to block, when to dodge, which attacks to use. So, it's really fun in that aspect.
There was another Kotaku article which was like, Cloud can't close doors. And then someone was like, I get slow days, but legit, bruh, you just dedicate a whole article to a character who doesn't close doors. And it's just like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, it's weird.
Oh, that's another thing about the game. There are moments where you're going through like hallways, like tight hallways or whatever, or you're holding the triangle button to like open a door or pull a lever. That's to hide loading.
Right.
Because there's so much like that pops in. They're like, okay, this is going to take a while, so do this.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's like a common tactic that they do.
Yeah.
Like anytime you play like Uncharted and you get the shimmy,
I think for
in a new
this
part
is
of the game.
This is such a big game that it was really meant to come out next generation, but they couldn't.
It just got pushed back too many times.
Yeah.
They were just like, fuck it, we need to just release it.
Yeah.
Because it was like,
when it comes out
for PS3.
Yeah, when it comes out on PS5, it's probably going to be better.
Dude, can you just not wait until 2025 where we get Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1 remastered for PS5? It's gonna be sick.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
But yeah, like the character models and enemy models look really good. Some NPCs don't look quite as good, and some animations that are not part of like major cutscenes with the lip syncs don't look that great. But like the major story points and everything, and like it looks incredible.
Paleo, did you realize? Because I assume, because I played the demo. I haven't obviously I don't have the copy yet of like the actual game. But like I was watching the Digital Foundry video. They were talking about, they break down. Have you ever seen Digital Foundry before? Their channel. Yeah, so like they do like technical breakdowns of games and stuff. And they were doing the Final Fantasy VII one, and like all the cutscenes, like almost all the cutscenes are all pre-rendered, and they seamlessly move to game like full like real-time gameplay and stuff. So like all the cutscenes that look really, 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 really fucking good, like those are all pre-rendered, and they just did like some really clever tricks to like splice in.
It melds together very well.
It's really fucking crazy because like I was watching the initial cutscene, you know, like the very beginning of the game, where it's just Aerith kind of just like walking around, and it zooms out, you see all of Midgar, and like she's walking, and her like fucking like clothes have like real time like cloth folds and stuff. I'm like, there's no way the PS4 is doing this. This has to be pre-rendered. And it was just like so fucking smooth transitioning. Like there's this one, the scene where Cloud's on the train and it comes in and there's a billow of smoke, and that smoke kind of obscures the camera for a second. And then like half a second, they cut from the cutscene to real time. I'm like, oh, it's so fucking good.
Yeah, that's like a big thing with the original, where the original was, you know, pre-rendered cutscenes, and then like it goes to gameplay. Like it goes into that static image where you go around the game. So yeah, it's pretty impressive, though. It's definitely going to look a lot better on the PS5 and PC when it
we'll get that definitive edition on PC next year.
Because I haven't even finished the game yet, but I already want to play it again. Because I do really like these characters where I'm just running around with Cloud, Tifa, and Barrett, and like Barrett's making like these comments about everything. It's really great. Like the background dialogue, also in the cities and everything. There's like so much great just dialogue in the game.
I mean, if you're gonna double down on anything from Final Fantasy VII, you want to double down on the characters. That's what people remember most fondly.
So yeah, I think you'll like it for the characters. They're really great.
Yeah, I'm just so interested because I've heard so many conflicting takes. Like somebody I follow on Twitter, like he's just like, this game has the worst dialogue of any game ever. I don't think I can keep playing it just because the writing's so shit. I'm just like, okay, hot take. The same guy the same day also said every Sega Genesis game is aged terribly and none of them are fun. So Yeah. Yeah. I was like,
Well, fuck that guy. He doesn't
Yeah.
know what the shit he's talking about.
I was
You're
like,
an
"All
idiot,
right,
guy, if you're watching this.
dude."
Okay, you can clip this and send it to him. Fuck you. All right, come say it to my face. All right,
But yeah.
hi, hero.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
You sound defeated.
Correct.
That's better than being dehanded.
Oh my God, shut up.
All right, pick him.
Since I'm not defeated, since I still got my feet. Oh shit, I don't got my feet. I'm defeated. I can't kick them.
You may be defeated, but you gotta get these fucking hands, bro.
But you about to get these hands.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Dang, I was gonna say something else about the game. I'll think about it later. Or I'll think of it later. But yeah, it's I've been having a lot of fun with it. A lot more than I thought I would. I wanted to play through this before going on, because I've been playing through every Final Fantasy. I wanted to play through this before going to 8, just so I can get my hype of 7 out. So yeah. We'll see what happens with the next part, if they get it out in
3
a
years
timely manner.
when it comes out.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess 3 years.
It's gonna be a launch title for the PS6. Let's all get hyped now.
PS6.
Remember when they first teased this for the PlayStation 3?
Yes, I do. With the yeah, that was a long. I remember
I'm just
being
saying,
so hyped for that in
precedent
high
is
school.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, though that was a tech demo, so they were like, oh, people want this.
I want everyone to remember, now that Final Fantasy VII Remake is out, Square Enix is officially out of ideas, because they are on the books saying we will not remake Final Fantasy VII unless we have no ideas left. And it is out, so it is official. They have no ideas. They're creatively bankrupt. That is the reason this is happening. Confirmed.
Valid.
Yeah, so there's not much else I have on the news docket here to talk about. Hero, how have you been past 2 weeks? Because you're here now.
I've been
Oh,
aside from work, I've been doing well. I've been playing Animal Crossing, go figure. What is Jax doing? I'm gonna hit him.
I'm not doing anything.
That's really about it. And I've been playing Dragon Ball Fighters. I've been getting back into that because season 3 of that game is actually
You
fun.
fucking with Kefla?
I didn't not Kefla. I dropped Piccolo because I don't think he's good. I gotta be honest.
Like every other character in the show.
I'm doing Nappa, Trunks, Beerus right now. That's my team.
Okay, cool.
I don't know anything about any of those characters except Nappa. I can talk about Nappa. I know Nappa. I
You
watched
got
that.
to the same side. I can tell you about Nappa.
I can tell you the things
tell you-
about Nappa.
When Beerus nearly burst to the universe with 5 punches.
I don't even know what a Beerus is. I think he's friends with Whis or whatever that dude's name is, because they like food or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're getting it. That's actually pretty good.
There you go. But yeah,
You now know just as much about the characters as Toriyama did.
Yeah.
I just want to be honest. I have played quite a bit recently, like 40 hours or something in the past 2 weeks, and I have not seen a single person play Jiren. I don't think
because everyone hates Jiren. They hate Jiren. He's boring.
I look at him and I'm like, he's a buff alien. That is it. That is it. He's
That's literally what he is.
Design ever.
Well, that's what it was in the show. It was like he's buff alien like that. Because I remember I was trying to stand up for him, but then there was some stupid shit where he was fighting Hit. And Hit unlocked this time move on him, and then where time just made him move in slow motion, and Jiren was able to punch through it. And then the character's like, "Oh no, his maximum strength is stronger than time itself." And it's shut the fuck up. Oh my god, that was just dumb. What the fuck does that mean? Just shut up. Silly.
That's what I've been up to.
Yes.
Um.
That's good.
So, let me go on to super chats here. If you want to ask a question, you can use super chats or ask us on Twitter.
After these messages, why is Succubus trending? Hero, what you do?
I know, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I saw that. So, let's see. First one from Daily 18. Any favorite Easter eggs in any form of media? Not in Animal Crossing.
Definitely not those Easter eggs.
They're finally gone today.
I recall when I was young, when I was playing Halo, I was played the hell out of the game, the first game. And my buddy and I, we stole a Banshee on like the 8th level, and we were able to fly it around this part of the map where I guess you can do it, just not expected of the player to pull it off. There's a part of the map where you hop out of the Banshee, and it's up on this tower, and there's a very specific one location. It starts playing a song, and I was like, "That's the coolest shit ever!" Like we just discovered our first Easter egg, like on our own, because like we tested it out, and yeah, it's like whenever you move away from it, the song stops, and it's like, oh, that's neat. They actually put a song there, right there, if you fly up there and climb up that high. So that was cool.
It's pretty dope.
I know there's a lot that I like, but I can't think of them right now.
Well, I mean, like you can just quote anything from DuckTales. To be honest, like there's a lot of Easter eggs in DuckTales. Specific Easter eggs. Well, I really like the.
Oh, there's a lot in My Little Pony. In the background.
For old ponies.
Huh?
Like with old pony stuff, right? Or do you mean like just Easter eggs of just like, oh, there's the dude from frickin'
like
Big
that.
Lebowski?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like different characters in the background of Friendship is Magic. Like there's like Gordon Ramsay pony at one point too.
Oh yeah.
There's a bunch of different like ponies in the background.
When does an Easter egg just become fan service? Like what's the fine line here?
Pandering?
It has to be hidden. Fan service is like front and center.
Right.
Yeah.
So
you
like things that like Derpy did in like the background, I was like, you guys stop pandering. Like that. So pandering, fan service, and Easter eggs. The difference between these three.
Like isn't it also like the time of which they're on screen too? Like there's a like pandering, like they have like a certain length of time. Like with Easter egg, it's just like, oh, you pay attention. It's like, oh snap. Like for instance, in It 2017, when they go into the clown room, you see Tim Curry's It like on the thing. It's like, oh, that's a little Easter egg of Tim Curry's It, and it's just like I don't know, like pandering. Like I wouldn't say, oh, that's pandering, but.
So what would you call like Lyra and Bonbon getting married in the background? What would you call that? Because it wasn't front and center, but I would still call that fan service.
That's fan service.
Yeah, that was fan service because it's like that is an integral. Like
I think Easter eggs are more like referencing something else usually.
Referencing something else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because like that was straight up like the only reason they did get married was because like the fans had an influence on the show. So that was service. Yeah. So yeah.
Like, fans.
Yeah, exactly. Because like with Easter eggs, it's just like, oh, that's cool. That's not a little notice little thing. It's just like, oh, I didn't notice that. But like fans is just like, oh, we know you like this, or we know this will get a reaction.
An Easter egg is like something that the developers or the staff or whatever put in because they wanted to.
Mm-hmm.
Fan service is they did it because you wanted it.
Okay. There was I never got to it, but I thought it was really cool. There was in Super Mario Odyssey, there was a moon and like not moon, just like a whole bunch of coins. But like at a really incredibly hard to reach spot that like developers are like, people shouldn't reach this. But like in case they do, let's put a bunch of coins up here. And lo and behold, people came up with some funky, ridiculous maneuvers because Mario Odyssey has a whole lot of movement options. People found a way to get up there and they're like, oh, dang, there's coins up here. I just think that's cool that the developers are like, we don't think you should be able to get up here, but like we know people. They'll get up here. I just think that's cool.
From Other Side Guy, hey Saber, you should check out the Pat Labor series, specifically Pat Labor 2, the movie. You would absolutely love it. That's like a mecha series, isn't it?
Thank you for the suggestion.
It's an anime.
Yeah, it's an anime. It's a classic.
Editman RGG2 asking, what's a story or world you'd love to see or see more in animation and movies? Also, we would we see Sabi's VA next POS podcast? That's the
probably not. LC's got things to do.
yeah, the voice actor for Saber's
Hot ass
Roll
ghost.
63.
You know, legitimately, I wish there was more representation in like animation and movies and shows for Lovecraft. Like the entire idea of like cosmic horror, like Laura loves that, and she's been getting me more into it. But it really is kind of untapped. There hasn't really been any super mainstream things that go, we're gonna take this and really unleash the cosmic horror. Actually, if anything, maybe Adventure Time has kind of touched on that a bit more with like
Yeah,
the idea
with
of,
Gulb
like,
and like weird like cosmic
entities.
beings.
Yeah,
I feel like cosmic horror is such a difficult genre to do in a visual medium, right? Because the whole point of it is like fear of the unknown or the incomprehensible.
yes,
And like
true.
to put it visually on screen, you have to make it known and comprehensible, you know?
Yeah.
And
You're
like
right. You're right.
I think people are just like you could have a movie, like if you want to watch, there's like a really interesting adaptation of Call of Cthulhu done by like the Lovecraft Foundation or whatever. It's like done in the style of like a 20s silent film. It's like 40 minutes long and it's actually pretty sick. But it's just like very subdued. And I think modern audiences don't have the attention span to have like a really subdued thing where like the fear is implied and off screen. Because like that's what you'd want to do ideally for like a Cthulhu kind of thing. Like you wouldn't want to see Cthulhu. You just want to like feel that oppressive presence and the feeling of being small.
Feel Cthulhu.
Yeah, like
No,
in your butthole. I mean, what?
Feel his
that's
tentacles.
Oh my god! Can you?
There was the Color Out of Space. Tom, did you see that?
I have not.
It's kind of like borderline cosmic horror. I couldn't help but laugh while watching it because Nicolas Cage is in it, and it's one of those movies where it's like, because Nick can be an amazing actor. Like he always puts forth his best effort. You can never fault him for not trying. He's just poorly cast at times. Like when you cast him right, he's amazing. But in this movie, it's like there's some entity from space that comes down to like this farm and starts taking over like the sanity of these people, and like it's like a being, like a nebulous being, and Nicolas Cage is kind of going crazy, a la like The Shining, and he's like screaming and yelling and sitting in the living room like just quiet, and I couldn't help but laugh because I'm like, this is like a fucking parody of The Shining. Like and it's also got some paying homage to The Thing, because there's a scene where they go out into this barn and there's like this mutated llama creature, and it's like it's the dog thing from The Thing. It's like, oh, so close but not close at all. I don't know.
Did you ever see that movie Underwater, Saber, that came out with Kristen Stewart? Like, because that was pretty much just like a Cthulhu monster movie, and it was kind of funny too, because literally like the whole premise is like these scientists are stuck in this facility underwater, and like there's this big monster out there that's just like, oh, I want to like kill them and eat these people, and it has like all these babies and stuff like that and little Cthulhu things, but like it's clearly Cthulhu, like it's a very clear Cthulhu reference. But like there's this like whole scene at the end which just like made no fucking sense to me, where it's like, okay, the people are escaping and they're going up, and these people are just like freaking bite-sized crumbs of people, and Cthulhu's just like, get them, and it's just like, what the fuck? It's like, why the fuck would a Cthulhu monster want? Like, that's like eating crumbs. That's literally like me going like, oh, a crumb is swimming up there, I'm gonna go grab out my way to get it. And it's just like, no, he can't talk. It wasn't talking, it just pointed. It was just like, like go get them. But it was just, it was a weird movie. It was sort of like Cloverfield but underwater. But yeah, you know,
Kristen Stewart looking a bit like Charlize Theron with the short hair in the Mad Max.
Yeah,
kind of. I guess. Interesting. All right, I'll look into it.
Another question from Malik Webster. I just thought of a crazy theory. What if COVID was created by the government to help ease the FCC's new policies for the internet and quietly getting rid of certain sites?
It's really expensive.
It seems like a very big overreach.
Yeah.
You know,
Massive, even.
Let's
Yeah.
tank the world economy to stop this one problem.
it's like, guys, Alex Jones, big problem.
Yo,
Let's stop the planet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I see it.
These
I can see
viruses
it.
that are turning the friggin' economy gay.
Enigma Prince asking, in your opinion, which of these do you think will be better in the long run for entertainment and media? Remasters or remakes, and why that choice?
Remasters, because they don't usually tamper with the integrity of the original piece.
Yeah,
That's my
I mean,
opinion.
it depends on what you think is more important, right? Do you want to make things? Do you want to preserve things, or do you want to make them more accessible? Because like as time goes on, taste and expectations in media change. So a remake is a way of reinterpreting a work to make it more accessible and bring it up to speed with like modern expectations. Whereas a remaster is about just kind of continuing to make something available
Mhm.
on new things.
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on what you're looking for. I would say probably remasters are more important because it keeps the context and you can continue. Because like if everything was just remade and the old stuff was completely discarded, you would lose like the through line from like the old to the new. So having remasters is important for understanding like, oh, this was like the first entry and now this is how the new entry plays now. I can see the through line for it.
Yeah.
Same thing with like cinema. You can like see the evolution of the medium and how things changed and grew and like where things came from. Whereas reinterpretations are interesting, and I think they're still pretty valid in video games simply because like a lot of the old cinema, like it was kind of like it's if it's live action, like it was almost certainly like designed to be that way. Like that was how it was conceived to be. Whereas old video games, they were a lot of times constrained by technical limitations.
Right.
So seeing that vision, how it might have been conceived initially, is an interesting thought experiment, but it should always be like a secondary to the original work.
Yeah, like with because there is this debate about whether the Shadow of the Colossus that's released on PS4 is a remaster or a remake, because there's already a remaster of it on PS3, where it's like it's the same exact game. On PS3, it's just like upscaled. The one on PS4 was built from the ground up to look much better than the PS2 version. But it still plays the same, though with like I guess some people think the controls are like slightly like different than the PS2 if you're like used to the PS2 controls. But as far as like the Colossi and the world, completely the same. It just looks a lot better. But I would say that's a remake because they completely made the game from the ground up.
Right.
Just made it look like the way people thought it would look like back on the PS2. So as far as movies go, I like to bring up The Thing, which Saber talked about, because The Thing from 1982 was not the original movie. The original movie was The Thing from Another World in like the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they also did that with Little Shop of Horror.
Yeah, Little
like,
Shop of
the
Horrors,
original
yeah.
Little Shop of Horror was like not the original one. It was the one back in the 50s and stuff like that. But it's just the 80s ones we remember so much for like all the special effects.
Yeah,
they used.
the advancements.
Yeah.
And how they look, even though like the stories are different.
Yeah, exactly. Like The Thing in 2011, which was bullshit, was just like it was a prequel to The Thing from the 80s, but it was just done really poorly, and it was just like, yeah, it's just not that good.
Yeah. So it the real answer is it depends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think the reason they both exist is because they both have value.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only thing I don't like about some remasters is when they change the music with certain things. Like, for instance, Crash Bandicoot when they remastered the original PS1 games and then they're playing them.
The
So
thing
they changed like certain characters. Like for example, Ripperoo. Ripperoo used to have the voice that was just that hyena laugh from Lady and the Tramp. That like they completely changed that like laugh to be more unique. And to me, it's just like okay, it's not hitting the same to me. So
yeah,
there's certain things like that.
That's the thing with like with Shadow of the Colossus and the Insane Trilogy and the Reignited Trilogy. Is that I would call them remakes since those games were completely, made from the ground up. With other games like different trilogy collections, like the Ratchet and Clank, Jack and Daxter ones, those are just the PS2 games, just upscaled. They're not like remade from the ground up.
Right.
Where with like a remaster of a movie is like it's the exact same movie, it's just a higher resolution.
Star Wars remake, Star Wars Special Edition, Star Wars fuck up.
All right, next question here from Google user, no name, just Google user.
Okay.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is probably the greatest animation to come out of the West. Shout out to Zuko, greatest redemption arc of all time. Also, Toph X Sokka for life.
I mean, yeah. What was the question?
Out of the West.
That's just a fact.
Out of the West, yeah.
No.
I mean, it technically wasn't animated here.
That's true. It wasn't.
I think but you know what they mean, though.
Yeah, I know what I mean.
What would you say is better? I guess favorite. I'm not trying to like call you out. I'm just like.
But like Over the Garden Wall, right? For you,
Because Over the Garden Wall. I mean, are we talking about TV shows or movies or both? Or
I'm guessing like, movies.
They said
like
animation, so I guess you can conclude movies too.
But then that
I
would
would imagine they meant TV shows, but they said animation.
Yeah, because Spider-Verse exists. Like the face, that's the thing right there. Like I would just say shows because like there are just so many movies. You go no, all right,
yeah, like no at all.
Yeah,
for shows that seems a lot more reasonable. For movies, I'm like,
For movies, it's almost not even close. I would say like, there are so many better movies.
For shows, I mean, God, I'm so bad here on the spot. Over the Garden Wall is definitely what comes to mind. Though, to be fair, like Avatar's got some wonderful bits of animation where it's like, holy shit, that's gorgeous.
So
it's just like
I still go back to that final fight, like almost like every other month. I gotta be honest, like really that often, just to like watch it, and it's like, oh my god, these colors, this music, this tension, just everything is just masterfully crafted. Honestly.
I really wish Jax, what was the name of Ira's voice actor?
Oh, Mako.
I wish he would have made it to the point where he could at least finish the series.
Yeah, I don't know. That's sad. It's really sad because like I was rewatching Tales of Ba Sing Se not too long ago, and like I never noticed it as a kid, but I noticed as an adult is like how they kept switching back and forth between Greg Zyro and Mako Zyro, and it's like it's become a lot more noticeable. And like no disrespect to Greg, like he did the best of his ability, but it's just like Mako just had that voice that was very just.
Well, it was part of his actual voice, like his natural voice. I'm with you. When I was young watching, I'm like, why did that sound different? Like to go restore honor, and I was like, what? Why did it sound like that? And it's like, oh, it's replacement. Got it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Question here from Malik Webster. Have you guys seen 3GI's Sonic Rebuilt and Shrek Retold that entirely reanimated the Sonic OVA and Shrek? You can also buy a VHX copy of Shrek Retold.
Shrek's good. I've seen that one. That one's a marvel of community coming together to make something. It is amazing.
Yeah.
It's like a multi-animator project thing.
Yes, and it's the entire movie length. There's a part with an anime battle in it. It's great. I love it. It's very clever.
That's pretty cool. I've not seen either of these, but it sounds dope.
I got some notifications that some members have been members for like a few months in a row. We got Enigma Prince, Random Bun, both 3 months in a row. DJ Skywalker, Editman RGD2, Malik Webster, and Deli 18, 4 months in a row. Nice, thank you.
Nice.
Let's see. Ryan Walterson asking, what do you watch every Easter, if anything?
My stomach.
I never really think about Easter specials at all.
Me neither.
I can't say I do.
Oh, well, I do watch. There's this one movie. I watched this scene from this movie, Critters 2, because there's a scene where like Critters is a horror movie series about these aliens that come to Earth and they eat people, and there's this one in the sequel. They come from these eggs, these like freaking gross eggs. The critters lay eggs and they go and eat people. So like what happens is these eggs get taken and they're like, oh, we can make them Easter eggs. And they're like, oh yeah, let's go put these around. And then they start to fucking hatch. And then like this guy's in an Easter bunny outfit and he's just like, dude, what the fuck? I can't believe I'm doing this stupid job. I got to put the stupid hat on. I'm trying to do this. And then like all of a sudden, like the baby critters, they just like jump into the back of his Easter suit. And he's like, what the frick? And he's like, oh, and they just start like eating inside. And he's like, what the frick? And he's just, his Easter bunny's just punching the heck out of him. So I was like, what the heck? And he's like, goes, and then he ends the scene by running through the window of a church. And he's just like, bleh, and he just like coughs up all this blood. And it's just like absolutely insane. I love that scene. That is a great movie.
That's amazing.
Yeah, Critters 2.
All right, we'll go on to Twitter here for some questions. And I saw one here from Nathaniel Foga saying, say, Paleo, I was watching It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia recently, and I was wondering why you consider Konosuba the anime version of it. Because Konosuba's characters, I just think of the characters from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. They're like all terrible people. Like it just seems the way their group dynamic works just seems like Always Sunny. Yeah, I still need to watch the Konosuba movie.
Oh yeah, I need to watch that too.
Yeah. Jax, you watching the Digimon yet?
Yes, I
need to watch that too.
Yeah, dude. Like, what, Tom? What do you think of like it being rebooted the way it is?
I think it's a pretty interesting idea. I think it's better than doing just like a straight remake, because instead of people like nitpicking about like changes and stuff, it's just a complete recontext.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've only watched episode 1 so far. I have to watch 2 probably right after this.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think it's interesting how they're recontextualizing a lot of the way the Digimon work and like the way the digital world is like the network and all that kind of stuff, and just updating it for like how technology works in
the modern times.
It's fucking cool. I dig it. And I really like how the art style is very true to the style of the original, unlike Digimon Tri, which is a totally different.
Yeah, exactly. Like Digimon tried their own thing and didn't work.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, because the thing with this Digimon Real, I had no idea what I was going into. I thought it was literally going to be a exact remake of like how Hunter x Hunter 1999 is like has the remake Hunter x Hunter 2011 or something like that. So like when I went into it, I was just like, okay, so are they going to be at camp or something like that? And then it was just like, oh no, this is updated. No, that's not how he met Agumon. Oh, that's and it's like okay, and I was just like, I was digging it. But then, like, the whole thing, I was just like, okay, yeah, I like the way Izzy's acting. I like the way this is happening. And then I was just like, so you telling me fucking Ty and Sora can finally get together? Okay, that was the only thing that popped in my head. I was like, Ty and Sora, finally, yes. You just need to get
Sorry, can I tell you all a quick funny thing I just saw here?
What's up?
So, the newest TikTok's out, boys. And it's this guy and girl. They're drinking around the world, and they have a drink that represents like the culinary drink of that area, you know, margarita from Mexico, wine for Italy or France, whatever. And they take a drink and then it goes towards the camera and then moves on to the next scene because it changes with the well, people in the comments are like, why the fuck are they wearing the same outfits everywhere they go? And someone's like, dummy, it's Epcot. Like they're at Epcot. So people are seeing the background with the Epcot, like, you know, Eiffel Tower, and they're like, why are you not changing your clothes?
Stupid. People are dumb.
Good. That's so good.
Oh God.
We have another super chat here from Ryan Walterson. What was the first movie you ever saw that made you realize movies could be bad?
Like the first movie you didn't hate? You like the first movie you hated?
Godzilla 98.
Well, the good thing about that was it gave us Godzilla the animated series, what that show was based on. So that
we
was
didn't
cool.
know that at the time.
Yeah, we didn't know that at the time.
It's funnily enough the first movie I saw in theaters, which was The Nutty Professor. That movie was not good.
Oh,
wait, that's the first movie you saw in theaters?
It is.
When did that come out?
Very young.
didn't that come out in like 98 or something?
96.
96, yeah.
I was 5.
The
Okay,
sequel,
okay,
I
that
hated
makes-
that
that makes
movie.
sense.
The first movie, like that shit has.
Yeah,
just
I remember seeing that in theaters too because my mom dragged me to see it.
Seeing what?
It was
The
Nutty Professor.
Hmm.
It was not
Never-
good.
I remember watching Left Behind because that was like a Christian movie series.
Left Behind.
They're not like that.
The first movie I can think of that I actively, the only one I can remember, I probably saw stuff before it, but like the only one I actively remember being like, I do not like this movie was when I saw Robots. Like I remember as a kid seeing Robots in theater, and I was just like, I fucking hate this. Mom, can we leave? And she was just like, George, we paid like 50 quid for this, all right? You go, yeah. And I was like, God damn it. Like I remember being a kid just like, why are we watching this? Like I really want to go home. Like it was, I did not like that movie at all.
I can't think of
No, it's not
first
right.
movie that I saw that made me realize movies could be bad. It's really hard for me to think that far back.
I remember.
But you can remember the first video game you played, though.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But for movies, because like I didn't see that many movies in theaters as a kid.
How old are these people saying, I liked Robots, all right?
Saber, what were you saying? Sorry.
I don't think it was anything particularly important. So,
Okay.
next question.
Yeah. All right, let me go back to Twitter here. From Disco Elwood, question. This is a question from last week. Do you think the mob boss in BNA reminds you of a wide whale from the Venture Brothers?
Spoilers if it's BNA related. I would not want to.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of BNA yet.
You ever watched BNA?
What? It's fucking good.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Can weeb so I can hear you through my headphones.
Yeah, it's fucking great. It's fucking great.
Night Running, man, best ED ever. So fucking.
But yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna watch it at some point because I know that they had like the 6 episodes come out.
Yeah, we still need to watch freaking In the Owl House, like 5 episodes of that, because you guys have been playing. I gotta play my video game.
There's only like 2 episodes because like.
What do you mean? I mean, there's only 2 episodes. What, did they take a break?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, damn.
Still gotta catch up on Hero Academia.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
but
God.
remember, like the
Makes
dub
sense
like had a
already.
break because of the dub had to take a break because of the COVID stuff, so they couldn't because they don't record. They like record like
And also
the way to do it.
from the same person from Disco Elwood, what did you think about the Smiling Friends pilot? That's the one that was on Adult Swim that's led by like Psychic Peebles and
It was fine.
yeah, I haven't seen it.
I don't know. It was all right. I mean, it was. I don't know. That kind of humor is like okay for me. It's not like my 100% cup of tea, but like it was good. It was well done. It was well animated and stuff. But I mean, the funniest thing was that Mike from Red Letter Media voices one of the characters and does the Plinkett voice for him the whole time. Which I thought
Oh my
was
God.
hilarious.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, cool.
I just. I'm sorry. I know that the chat won't be able to see this. But who was it that mentioned it? Random Fun mentioned that the movie that they didn't like that made them find out that they could dislike movies was Oogie Loves. And I'm just like looking at it, like what the heck is an Oogie Love?
Yeah, Oogie Loves.
I-
That's
Oogie
like an
Loves.
infamous
Please
movie.
look at
That
this
is one of the
picture.
best.
Please look at this picture, and the first thing I thought of is, "Hi, my name's Katrina, and my name is Hugh. I'm Sarah. I'm Emma, and I'm jealous of you."
No,
the exact same energy, like legit.
This is one of the best reviews that Corey Coleman of Double Toasted, formerly Spill, him and co-host ever did, because they went to this like at a midnight showing and they had to get drunk to see it. And that review is just like, you can go search it up, like Spill review of Oogie Loves. It's amazing. I love their review of it. Great.
Oh goodness.
Let's see, from Deli18 here on Twitter. So I never got the chance to ask this with Viva Reverie as your guest, but what's your opinion on Animal Crossing Amiibo Feasible or Festival? I'm assuming.
Amiibo
Feasible. Yeah, I have it here. I never played it. I watched Scott the Waz's video though. He did a video on it recently, and it's pretty good.
I haven't.
And from what I saw in that video, I was like, this just looks like a bad board game.
It's Mario Kart without the mini games, right? Or without the good
Mario
mini
Party.
games at least. I said Mario Kart, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mario Party.
Also from Del18, to add the discussion about Trolls World Tour doing successfully via digital streaming, you're telling me that movie theaters will be the next on the line to go through a decline in viewership, just like TV's doing now. Parentheses, I like watching new movies in theaters. I mean, I do too. I like going to, but mainly because when I go to a theater, I don't have any distractions, and it's just me, the movie. If the audience has behaved, that is. Because when I'm at home, like even when I was watching it digitally, I was like, oh yeah, I got my phone here, I got my computer here, I have distractions. When I'm at a movie theater, there's no distractions. Unless you're one of those assholes that's on your phone.
You could just leave your computer and your phone upstairs.
But I'm watching on my computer.
Why don't you watch on the TV?
Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Like, but still, like that's something that people like about going to the theater, and because for me, I can like get rid of distractions if it's like a movie that I'm really into. But if I'm not like getting into it,
I'll pick up the phone.
Yeah.
No, I understand that. Like there are so many times
spending your time better though. Then
there are times where I have to rewatch a movie because I was not paying attention. I was like on my phone the entire time.
Yeah.
Like when I was like I need to like put my phone away or just not like do it because I've done that many a time where it's just like, wait, that was an important part. When did this happen? Who does that? And it's just like it's happened. That's the benefit of anime because you have to stay focused on subbed anime because you have to stay focused on the screen to read with the
Yeah, that's why everybody liked Parasite because they had to read and pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Other side guy has a super chat here. Oh wait, no, there's a one before that. From Malik Webster. Favorite tie-in game. The SpongeBob movie game and 2007 Transformers game are actually really fun and have a decent amount of content.
Spider-Man 2, 2004.
Yes, 2. Yep.
Though, here, because that one's like an easy answer, a surprisingly good one is Wolverine, the 2009 PS3 game, because that game didn't have to be as good as it was, but it was. And it was like, you could do like really violent shit in it. Like as Wolverine, like there's this one kill where you can like take your claws, jam in someone and then like stick their head into like helicopter blades and then just like massacre people. And it was just like, yeah, the game didn't have to go as hard, but it did. So yeah.
Yeah. I like the King Kong game.
King Kong, yes. Yeah, I actually really like that.
Peter Jackson King Kong game. It's pretty good.
Where you could be like a first-person shooter, and then like you go and you like that game was so fun because like hiding from the raptors was just like freaking terrifying. Then you had to like run and then they would grab you and just like drag you away. Like I had fun with that game.
Another tie-in game that came out recently was Jurassic World Evolution. I love park builders, so that was fun. And also Jurassic Park Operation Genesis, which came out after Jurassic Park 3.
Also, Jurassic Park: The Lost World, where you got to play as the raptors and the T-Rex.
Yeah,
and
I love the arcade game that came out in arcades. That one's great.
Does Jaws Unleashed count? Because I fucking love Jaws Unleashed.
Yeah, I guess it's a tie-in. It didn't come out with a movie, but like it's still a licensed game.
That game is awesome.
Incredible Hulk: Ultimate Destruction.
Oh yes, that was a great one, Tommy. That was a great one. What about the Hulk game for the 2003 movie? Actually, wasn't as bad. Like for some parts, though I can't remember. I barely remember.
I didn't play that one, so
yeah. There was like scenes where you could do like the Sonic clap and jump around and do all that. It was awesome.
So other side guy had Streamlabs donation here. Saying, you know that what else is masterfully animated? A Pat Labor 2. Watch it. I'll even throw money at you to buy it. Hands down the best anime movie. Nothing at all comes close. Also, Gate is a fun anime if you want to see a fantasy world get yeeted by a modern military. Okay.
What was the name of the movie?
I've seen
Pat
Gate
Labor.
Pat Labor 2 and the anime Gate?
Yeah, Gate.
Okay.
Gate's relatively recent, right? It came out like a couple years
Yeah, that came out a few years ago.
That's the one. That's that one. That wonderful scene with like, yeah, it's fun. It's just it puts into perspective that the modern military is beyond powerful to a melee like medieval army, like not even in the same ballpark.
Huh. Then also super chat from Other Side Guy. Asking, did you all hear that the TF2 soldier VA died? Yeah, I found that out before a little bit before the podcast. Which he also voiced Peppy Hare and Andros in Star Fox 64.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Press F. But it's for real, not a joke.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me go back to Twitter here. Let's see. Okay, that's asking about Rick May, which Rick May, which is the name of the voice actor.
Rest in peace, dude. TF2 voice actors or something else.
Yeah. Let's see. Roz Variety asking favorite Easter special. Ryan already asked that. There's not really a lot of Easter specials I think of. Let's see. Santo Celine asking, since Jiren the Grey is capable of bending time itself, is he capable of
What the fuck?
Is he capable of defeating Discord?
No, shut up. No. No, you can't. Discord, I mean, the thing is, like, okay, for instance, there was a talk the other day I had with a friend. We were discussing, like, okay, there are characters that just, like, punch really hard, and then there are characters that can just do, like, insane, like, abstract shit, like Discord, for instance, just snap and you're whatever gone, like whatever reality, like it's just, he's like basically My Little Pony Q. That's all he is. He's just super OP, could solve every problem if he really wanted to, and it's just like, yeah, like it's a wash thing. It's like when people were getting upset when they found out Sailor Moon would fuck up Goku really badly, and they're just like, ooh, Goku fucking is like, no, Sailor Moon busted beyond measure. Okay, dude, if you actually read the manga, so it's just like, it's stuff like that where it's just, no, if a character, it doesn't matter how hard you punch, if someone can just go like, okay, you don't exist, you're gone, whatever, yeah, out of here. It's over.
Oh my god, I'm looking at the fandom wiki for Jiren. Powers, immeasurable strength, immeasurable speed, immeasurable agility, immeasurable stamina, immeasurable durability, immeasurable endurance, immeasurable... like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's OP as fuck. Yeah, he is OP as fuck, but it's just like... I mean, like, okay, the thing about Jiren is, like... but, like, he can't stand up to, like, someone like the Omni King who can just, like, blip you out of existence, like, that. Just literally, Omni King literally destroyed like 12 universes with a snap of his finger just for the heck of it, and it was like, oh, I bring him back for this. Yeah.
Another super chat here from Malik Webster. Have you guys seen the new episodes of Harley Quinn and Primal? If so, are your thoughts? I haven't seen any of Harley Quinn yet. I do want to watch it because I've seen clips and it seems hilarious. And I did see the new episode of Primal, which is like really good.
It's incredible.
It was amazing. Like, that was honestly some of the best, like, I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but it was like one of the best, like, horrific niches that I've seen done, like, really exceptionally well. Like, seeing that, like, that thing was terrifying.
Yeah,
it was just like, oh my god.
It never even crossed my mind to take a sauropod and make it an antagonist of something, because they're always the good guys, always a little foot, whatever.
Yeah,
see it lose its mind. Little foot. And to see it lose its mind and its skin melt and bubble, and you can tell it's in like, it's like rabies times 100, where it's like just fucking losing it. That was great. Like, there was a true sense of like horror as well.
Yeah,
where, you see them fight other enemies in the past, where it's like, I can take this thing on and strategize, but it seems like, no, this is a force of nature. It just wants to dead, and it won't stop, and we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was great because it was like the first time, like usually when they like, when you see them, they like, oh, go, okay, we'll team up. We got this shit, like Saber said. But then it's just like, this one was like, I don't want any of this. Fuck out of here. Let's get the fuck away from this thing. Yeah, what the fuck?
You can see it in their eyes. They're both like, shit.
Yeah,
like,
let's not even try.
We can't even kill it. It's like, we're like technically like required Mother Nature to step in. So that was wild. It was good. That caught me off guard with how hard it went. And it's like in 5 minutes into that episode, watching it go crazy, I'm like, man, this show has definitely earned its title. Like Primal. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. From John on Twitter asking, what's your thoughts on the Western genre, and do you think you should be used more in animation?
Got that Long Gone Gulch coming out.
Oh yeah. When is that supposed to come out?
Sometime this year. Pilot, at least. I'm excited for that.
But
Western is shit. I mean, like Samurai Jack had a few Western episodes, which were fun, like sci-fi Western.
Yeah, which a lot of Westerns are based on samurai films too. So.
That's funny.
They're very similar genres with how they play out.
I see that. Yeah, Western kind of doesn't really get much attention though.
Let's see here.
Lammy, what you doing?
What from Julian on Twitter asking, what is your favorite dinosaur? Mine is T-Rex. I like Troodon.
Dinosaurs never existed. They're made up by the government.
I like Godzilla.
That's my answer too, actually. Now, you're right.
If you like dinosaurs, you like creations of Satan to lead us away from the light of God. So I resent this question, and I will answer it.
Good day.
Let's see that I'm not going to answer that one. Random Bun fan art for Hirasashi based on comments from the chat. Oh, that's cute. Another question from Julian, and then that's the last of the Twitter questions. Let's see, what is the first Nintendo console you owned?
A GameCube.
A Nintendo.
I had a fat brick Game Boy. That was the first Nintendo console I owned. The first home console was a Super Nintendo.
Game Boy Color, and the first home console was 64.
Oh yeah, Game Boy. I did have a Game Boy Color. Yeah.
What about you, Saber?
Game Boy. Yeah, I had a Game Boy.
Yeah.
I had a Tiny Toons Game Boy game. I remember playing that.
All right.
Pokemon Red, baby.
That was the one afterwards. Pokemon Blue for me.
All right, that's the end of Twitter questions and no more super chats. So I guess we can
wrap it up, B.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Wrap it up, B. Wrap it up, B.
Nope, you got a new question.
Oh, where?
Who decides?
We're from Enigma Prince.
Oh.
So it's worst filler in either anime or cartoon or even a video game.
Worst filler?
Yeah.
Oh, filler episodes. Tommy. All of Naruto.
I watched Naruto Kai, so
yeah, you watched Naruto Kai, so yeah, you lucky motherfucker.
Like a smart.
I gotta be real, dog. There's like this like scholarly definition of what filler is, and then there's like the layman's like everyday person definition. I'm gonna use the latter. The slice of life episodes in Steven Universe. Oh, I gotta be real, dog. Those things, I hated them so much.
They're trash. They're literal trash.
I think there's more offensive than like it should be, because I like the main story of Steven Universe so much. I thought it was a fascinating main arc, and every time they took a break to do the slice of life stuff, I'm like, I literally couldn't care less.
Yeah, because that whole episode, like, I remember is just it like I remember being vividly upset. Like, so the next 5 episodes are going to be about this bullshit. When it's just like they came back to Earth and just like, well, we got to talk about the mayor, dude. I don't give a fuck. I really don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about this shit. Why are we getting this? Go back to space. Get whatever. It's just some bullshit. Connie stole your line. That's your line. Why you care about relationship?
Definitely the worst filler in like cartoons in recent history, at least.
Yeah.
Everything in Metal Gear Solid 5 was terrible filler. That whole map was empty and dead and devoid of life. It was just a complete fucking waste of time. Fuck that shit.
All right. So yeah, next podcast will be on the 27th. So I guess we will see you then, April 27th. And hope you guys stay safe. Hopefully it won't be too much longer of the quarantine stuff. I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be like to the end of June. Hopefully.
Hopefully
it won't be any longer,
dog. Please.
All right. Bye, everybody. Good night.
Wash your hands. Eat your Wheaties. Boost your immunity. Bye, knee.